Good morning, everyone. I can see many of you have joined, and I feel others also still needs to join. So, by the way, it's 11. We'll uh, quickly start. But before starting, uh, many of you, I could see they have been attending last few sessions, and many of you may be new also. So, uh, if I'm not wrong, I believe all of you belongs to the span of classes between 5th to 12th class. And the thing which we are going to discuss today is very special actually, especially for someone who is a school going student. So I'm very sure from my own experience and also the feedback which we have received through the sessions of these value education, that it has really helped students a lot in their career, in their life, and in their overall growth in their life actually, like that. So I'll take few moments to just introduce myself. Maybe many of you might be seeing also me in the previous sessions. So my name is Akshay Kumar Golian. My native is Meerut in UP, and I did my engineering, my BTech from NIT Allahabad. So after that, I got placed in one of the multinational company, Deloitte, and currently I'm working as an IT engineer in Hyderabad. And right now I'm in Hyderabad lockdown, like this situation of uh, this pandemic, coronavirus is going on. So I'm locked down in Hyderabad, but for sure we're going to discuss for the next 20-25 minutes. We are going to discuss very important concept of value education, and then next 5 minutes we'll see how it applies to our life. And later, after 30 minutes, I will share with you very important thing. Okay, just give me a second. Yeah. Yes. So I'll share that PPT with all of you in due course of time. So first of all, I hope I am audible clearly and my video is also visible. Now I could see many of you have joined, and we can begin. So I was telling that I'm currently in Hyderabad working in Deloitte. And today, yeah, in the first 30 minutes, we are going to see the need for value education. And then after that, exactly after 30 minutes, I will share with all of you uh, one very amazing thing, the entire practicality of value education contest. So you have to attend that. That's very important. And then after that, we'll have 15-20 minutes for question answers. So you have to be with me for next 50 minutes. And I'm sure that these next 50 minutes will going to give you a very important thing to learn in your life. And I also congratulate all of you to take out this time. In fact, I am very happy talking to the young, talented, and the bright faces of the future of our country, like that. So I'm very glad to be the part of this meeting with all of you. And I'll just take you through one PPT which we have made on the value education. And in case any one of you have any question in between, you can just write in chat box, or you can raise your hand and then write in chat box, like that. In case you want to speak, you please tell me. I'll unmute you and then we can talk, like that. So here we are. We can start. I'll share my screen with all of you. Please let me know if you are able to see. You can type in chat box. Yeah. So we'll come to this slide, but first we will see our first slide. That is need for value education. So, okay. Okay, thank you so much. I just saw the chat that you are able to see. That's fine. So, yeah. What is the need of value education? Like all of you might be having this question also, that why we are giving so much emphasis that we need to cultivate values, and what I can really get in my life if I get some very nice values. So we'll go through the PPT and see how it is very beneficial for us. If you really want to achieve success in your life, if you really want to have startling what is success in your entire career ahead, so then we have to imbibe certain very good values, and we'll see how we can do that. So the first question which comes is that we are speaking so much about values, but what these values are. So as many of you might be knowing also, that values are a very important aspect, and they are very subtle. It's not very much visible from externals, but they are imbibed in our character. So there are, as you can see on the screen also, there are certain values like respect, integrity, tolerance, compassion, like that. So what are values? So values mean our actions or attitudes by which we know how we live and how we treat others. Also, values makes a human being as a man of character. Now, why this making a human being as a man of character is very important, we'll see in due course. Like, for example, I told you respect, tolerance, truthfulness, integrity, selflessness, obedience, cleanliness. So all these are different values like that. So yeah, so now you are able to see on the slide importance of character. Now, character and values are indispensable terms actually. Both of them more or less signifies the same thing, but both of them are very, very important. So we'll see this through a incident. So right now you can see on the screen, Dr. Casey John. And also you can see there's a practitioner. He's undergoing MBBS. MBBS is a course. Those who wants to pursue a medical degree, they undergo it and they eventually becomes doctor, like that. So you have a friend, let's say, who is undergoing MBBS course. He's your very good friend and you have full trust on him. You know that he's of a very nice character. And you know one more person, he has done his MBBS, and let's say his name is Dr. Casey John. So now what is the problem with this Dr. Casey John is that he has found in certain illegal things, like while doing some operation, he has stole kidneys of people, like that. So now stalling kidney is a very heinous crime actually. A person cannot live without kidneys. So while doing operation, he has done that. So now let's say someone has to be admitted in a hospital and he has to be operated. So whom you would think that you should allow to get operated on this operation? So certainly if we allow Dr. Casey John, then he may prove to be very dangerous. Why? Because he already has past records of stealing, of doing certain things which are not good. Basically, he does not have a very good character. While your friend, he has very good character, but he's not that much experienced. So what can be the best course of action? You can write in the chat box, like whom I should say to operate for a operation. Should I tell to my friend or should I tell to Dr. Casey John? In the case where I know that Casey John does not have a very good character, okay, I'm able to see certain uh, comments. Okay, so many of you are saying MBBS friend, many of you are saying Casey John. Okay, not many of you are saying Casey John. That's good. Yeah. So okay, my friend. Okay, thank you so much. Okay, yes. So I'll tell you the answer. Well, if I need to, okay, I'll just read this last one. Instead of letting Casey John steal some organs, instead of losing, it's better to be a let a friend do. Yeah, thank you. So that's true. That in this case, we are in a fix. So we cannot allow Casey John also to operate, and I cannot allow my friend also to operate because he is not that much experienced. So what can be the best course of action? We can keep both the people together in the operation theater. Is it not? Yeah. So we can let Dr. Casey John to operate, and my friend can be there as a witness. Yeah. So say Casey John to operate and friend to do together. Yes, it's right, Radha. Correct. So that can be the best course of action. So what we learn from this is a very important thing actually, and that is that in our life, if we can have very good competence, let's say in this case, Dr. Casey John had very good competence. At the same time, if we can hold on to a very good character, then we becomes a person of great value, and we can help society, we can help ourselves, and everyone can get great benefit. So this point has to be very nicely understood, that the combination, if someone, let's say you are a student right now in 8th class, so right now if you study very nicely, because as a student your occupation, like my occupation, I works in a company, and you are a student, your occupation is to study. So now if you study very nicely, along with you cultivate certain very nice values, then you becomes a very powerful personality, like a magnet, which can attract many people and can influence and can help uh, all the people around you, like that. So hope you understood this concept, that the character is really very important. So we'll go on to the next slide. Yeah. So uh, there is a saying that when wealth is lost, nothing is lost. If uh, okay, if health is lost, something is lost. But if character is lost, everything is lost. So now, as all of you being the students of school from 5th to 12th class, you might have heard these statements many a times, I'm sure. In fact, I have also heard during my school days. But how much do we realize it actually? In fact, many people don't think also of them to be much value. What to speak of that, nowadays people are doing opposite actually. People are saying that if wealth is lost, everything is lost. If health is lost, something is lost. And if character is lost, then we have not lost anything. But actually it's the opposite. You can see those people in this world who have hold on to a very strong character, they become a really asset for a society. And why we are saying this point again and again, because it's really very important to understand, and I am very sure and hope that you already understand this point, like that. So we move on to the next slide. So now it says knowledge, skills, and character. So let me ask you one question. Uh, if you have a knife and you have to, and if this knife is there in a hand of a thief, then what this knife can do? I would like you to answer in the chat box that, let's say if I have a knife and I say I gave this knife to a thief, so what he can do with that? Yeah, I'm able to see many responses in chat box. Okay, so many of you are saying, someone is saying, Nitya is saying, Adri is saying, Adaya is saying, Radha is saying, okay, yeah, it's true, correct. That he can kill someone. It's very true. Or he can use it in a wrong sense to rob someone or to, yeah, very true. Thank you so much. So now my next question is where you have to answer again in the chat box, that if I gave this knife, the same knife in a hand of a surgeon, of in a hand of a doctor, what he can do? Yeah, he can do the operation. Fine. Nandika, anyone else? Yeah, he can operate, he can cure someone, he can save someone's life. Thank you so much. I can see many responses. Yeah, he can operate, he can treat, he can save someone's life, he can do surgery. Yeah, very true. So thank you so much. Now you can stop, no problem. We'll go ahead in due course, you can answer more. So now knowledge, skills, and character. So why it is very important now? See, I gave you the example of a knife. When it goes to the hand of a thief, it creates chaos. But when the same knife is given to a surgeon, he can do great miracles. He can save someone's life. So here comes the point that how character holds more important than even knowledge and skills actually. So this point is again very important to understand, that how character, if somebody holds on to a very strong character, then he can become, like as I told a few minutes before, he can become a personality which is like a magnet, who can attract everyone, who can influence so many people, and on the top of it, who can help everyone actually, like that. So right, like here you can see a thief comes and he's killing, as all of you have told, right? And here on the left side you can see a surgeon, he has used this knife to do a surgery, like that. Thank you so much. So we'll go to the next slide. Yeah. So now, yeah, Arjun has raised hand. Arjun, you can please write in chat box. I can see that. Okay. So many of you are asking some question. So may I request all of you to these kind of question like Monisha has asked, and I think Nandika has told occupation is different in between thief and doctor, sir. Yeah, that's true. Thank you so much. And Monisha has asked one question. So Monisha, I request you, you can ask this question in the end. We'll have separate 15-20 minutes for exclusively for question answers, and there you can ask questions. Thank you so much. So now this slide, I'm okay. Thank you so much, Monisha. Yeah. So you are able to see this slide, importance of learning values from childhood. So I think by now many of you have attended also few sessions. And being in India, we get to hear many shlokas actually. In fact, shlokas, the shloka which I am flashing for you on screen is written in Sanskrit, but it is it's still in Sanskrit, but to read it, we have just converted it into English so that we can read it. So as you know, Sanskrit is a very amazing language actually. Nowadays, Google and all these companies, they are doing great research on Sanskrit language because the language itself is very mysterious. Anyone who recites it, anyone who gives some time to Sanskrit, he can become very intelligent. And in fact, Sanskrit can solve many things which many other languages are not able to do. So I'll just recite this shloka for all of you. This says, Komarachrate pragyo dharman bhagvataniha durlabham manusham janma tad api adhruvamarthadam. So you can see this is a very beautiful shloka actually. This comes in seventh canto of our ancient scriptures, Srimad Bhagavatam, like that. So here Prahlad Maharaj says that one who is sufficiently intelligent should use the human form of body from the very beginning of life. In other words, from the tender age of childhood to practice the activities of devotional service. Giving up all other engagements, the human body is most rarely achieved, and although temporary like other bodies, it is meaningful because in human life one can perform devotional service. Even a slight amount of sincere devotional service can give one complete perfection. So now what we have read just now, I'll tell you the meaning in brief. So it says that when someone he achieves 5 years of age, let's say he becomes 5 years old, he can start doing devotional service from that time on, like that. So now why it is very important, like we can see many of you are in fifth class. So there it is told from 5 years of age, and here we are starting from fifth class. That is almost equivalent. So I gave you a proof from scriptures actually that why it is very important to learn values and character from the very beginning of one's life, and we will see more how it is so. Yeah, so we'll go ahead. Yeah, so I'm sure many of you might have heard the story of Shivaji Maharaj. Shivaji Maharaj was a very great king. Okay, just give me a second. I think many of you have written in chat box something. Okay, yeah. So Shivaji Maharaj. So as I was telling, many of you might have already heard about Shivaji Maharaj. Shivaji Maharaj was a great personality. He was a great king. He was very valor, very courageous, very bold. At the same time, he had many values. So now you find that anyone in this world who is a combination of very amazing values, at the same time, very good competence, he becomes a very amazing personality like Shivaji Maharaj. So I'll tell you a very brief story. I am sure you will like it about Shivaji Maharaj. That Shivaji Maharaj, he was taught by his mother in his childhood the lessons from Ramayana and Mahabharata. And because Ramayana and Mahabharata, they are such special scriptures, such special texts, that anyone who hears them, they can learn great lessons, great values from Ramayana and Mahabharata. And same happened with Shivaji Maharaj also. His mother, I heard she every day used to recite Ramayana and Mahabharata to Shivaji Maharaj while he was young. And because of that, he can inculcate very nice values in his life, and he can make his life really successful, like that. Similarly, we'll go to the next slide. Yeah, so now here you can see it's a video where Shivaji Maharaj is being taught by his mother, and you see how desperately and how intentionally he is hearing, like that. So all of us also have to do the same. Yeah, so now here comes a very good example of bamboo stick. So now I will ask again you one question. I hope you are not fed up with my questions. So yeah, somebody raised hand. Can you please type in chat box also? Shrestha, I think you have written. Yeah. So I was telling about bamboo stick. So I'll ask you one question that let's say I have a green bamboo and I have a old bamboo. That's a brown bamboo. So which bamboo is easier to mold? Like if I want to bend some bamboo, so which one is more easier? Is it green bamboo or is it old bamboo? Yeah, you can please write in chat box. Yeah, thank you so much. Okay, okay. Many of you have written. Yeah, correct. It shows like you are very attentive. Thank you so much. So yes, it's green bamboo, which is easy to bend. While uh, let's say a old bamboo, if you'll try to bend it, it will break. Similarly, for us, we are very fortunate. Now, all of you, those who are hearing this talk from 5th to 12th class, I'm saying all of you are very fortunate. Why? Because you are getting to learn these values and character in a very early age. That will help so much to you in your life ahead. Yeah. So we'll go to the next slide. So here's an exercise, but we'll take this exercise in the end. Yeah. So now again, a very important concept. To serve divine, to have divine qualities. Like Prahlad Maharaj, we have just seen a few minutes before one verse from Prahlad Maharaj. Yeah, so I'll tell you one real life story. I'm sure you might have heard these kind of stories more. Once upon a time, it's not once upon a time, actually, it's recently only. Recently, what happened? There was one boy, he went to America for his job. He married there to one girl, he had children, and he got settled in America. Now, his parents were in India. He came back to India one fine day and he told his parents that, my dear father and mother, what are you doing here in India? Let us go to America. There, so many nice facilities are there. Everything is so nice there. So they also agreed because they loved their son so much that our son will take care of us always. Now, what happened? He booked tickets for all, like his mother, his father, and himself for America, and they all went to airport. But what he did before going to airport, he has sold all the property of his father, and he has taken all the money in his bank account, and then now he's going to America. So what happened on airport? He told on the airport of Delhi, he told his father and mother that you please wait here. I'll get some food for you because from India to America it takes around I think 15-16 hours on flight like that to reach. So I'll get on some food for you. You be here. I'll come. And when they were there on the airport, he never returned actually. They were there waiting for their son, asking everyone that where is our son? Where is our son? They called also. He's not taking the call. And then later on, they came to know that he has already flied in one flight to America, leaving them behind. So you can see these things happen in today's society. And why they are happening? Because we are missing on values and character. While on the same hand, the same family can be so much happy if their father and mother also goes to America and lives with the wife and children of their own son. How much happiest the life would have been. But see the scenario, he left them on the airport and now they have nothing. Their entire property is being sold, and they don't know where to go, where not to go, like that. So that is why values holds a very crucial aspect of our life. Yeah, so give examples for following: a good knowledge, good character, good knowledge, bad character. So I'll give you one example for this, like good knowledge and good character. So I'm sure all of you might have heard about Hanumanji. Hanumanji is a very profound servitor of Lord Sri Ramachandra. So Hanumanji, he has got very good intelligence. In fact, I learned one verse recently where it is told Manojavam Maruda Tulya Vegam. It says that Buddhi Matam Varishtham, that Hanumanji is the chief among all the intelligent people. Buddhi Matam Varishtham, like that. And he has very good character actually. You can see when he went to Lanka to rescue Mother Sita, then how with the great respect, with great values, he honored Mother Sita, and then how everything happened. So Hanumanji is a very amazing example of good knowledge and good character. Now I'll give you one more example of good knowledge and bad character. So okay, let me just give me a minute. I'll check. Many of you are writing on chat box. Yeah, good knowledge and bad character is Ravana. Okay, thank you so much, Pranav. And yeah, Ravana, correct. Any other example? You can also type in chat box. Uh, you can also type for good knowledge and good character also, like Hanumanji I told you. Okay, we, speed. What speed or sound? Yeah. So Abdul Kalam, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Nitya. Yeah, correct. Okay, someone has typed in Telugu. Sorry, I don't understand Telugu. You can type in English. I can understand Hindi if you can type, but that's fine. Yeah, good knowledge and good character. CEO of Tata Company. Okay, very good. Mahatma Gandhi. Very nice. Thank you, Shrestha. Yeah, Aditya Right Ravana. Okay. No, Monisha, I'm not from Hyderabad. I'm from Meerut, Delhi. Yeah. So, uh, good knowledge and good character. Thank you so much. You have given many examples like Hanumanji and Lord Ram himself, actually. And then you have written Abdul Kalam, Mahatma Gandhi. And similarly, you have given for good knowledge and bad character. You have given Duryodhana, and Vibhishan is for, yeah, good knowledge and good character. Thank you so much. All of you are really very profound. Swami Vivekanand, Lord Rama. Yeah, yeah, very true. Thank you so much. So we'll go on to the next slide. I'll take your permission to go on next slide. Yeah, so now you can answer in my next question. You can answer. Yes. So now you are seeing on the screen one very famous pastime of Pandavas and Kauravas. I'm very sure all of you might have heard about Mahabharat in some way or other. It's very famous, especially in India. So you have heard about how Kauravas, those were 100 in number, and Pandavas were just 5 in number. But these Pandavas, even though they are subjected to so many difficulties in their life, like you might have heard about the pastime where Bhima, the second of the Pandavas, he was fed poison by Duryodhana and his party, and he was thrown into a river like that. Similarly, they were Pandavas were attempted by Dhritarashtra to burn in a Laksha Graha, in a house made of wax, uh, that way. And then similarly, after that also, in a gambling match, their entire property has been absurd. Yeah, so their entire property has been absurd, and their wife actually Draupadi has been attempted to be naked in the assembly like that. So all these problems Pandavas suffered from Kauravas, and you can see in the end who won victorious. Actually, Pandavas won victorious. Why it is? Because problems are bound to come in everyone life. You can see there has not been a single person who has not suffered problems in his life, and that problem can be of any type actually. But you can see anyone who who holds on to a very good character and very good values, he always remains successful in his life. And Pandavas are a very sparkling example for that. I'm sure all of you might have heard of all these pastimes which I have just shared with you, that how a person, if he remains fixed with his values and character, even in the time of difficulties, then he can become very successful in his life. Like you can see at the end of the battle of Kurukshetra, all the Pandavas became victorious. I can see Monisha right. Always victorious will be there, the justices. Yeah, thank you so much. So we'll go to the yeah. So here's a small video. I hope you are able to hear also.
मामा की जय.
Okay, it's in Hindi.
हम जीत गए.
But I'm
अब
sure
तुम
you can
पांचों मेरे
get to
दास हो गए हो.
expressions.
धर्मराज, उतारो ये राजमुकुट. और सब अपने आभूषण भी उतार दें.
Correct, Konanki. Konanki, sorry. Okay, thank you, Ravi. Yeah, so these I'm reading in chat box. All of you are writing that I'm reading.
Save, save, save.
Okay. So if yeah, so now comes a very important thing actually, our culture and our values. So Okay, no problem. I hope that you can, Monisha, you might have understood the expressions, and that the same thing I have told you also. Yeah. So Shrestha is asking that, sir, what it is all about. This is all about a very important thing about values that we have to cultivate in our life. Yeah. So now you can see on the slide our culture and values. So I will ask you one question again. So, my dear friends, uh, for which thing Switzerland is very famous for? You have to write in chat box. For which commodity or for which object Switzerland is very famous for? So Devansh is writing watch. Yes, Devansh, it's correct. It's famous for watches. Similarly, for which thing Japan is famous for? I'm seeing in chat box. Technology. Very good. Correct. Thank you so much. Yeah, many of you are writing technology. Yeah. So next, I will ask you for what Germany is famous for. Germany. Cars. Okay. Very good. Weapons. Okay. Cars. Yeah. Germany is famous for machines, especially. Like I remember when I was in my BTech first year, we used to go to one lab actually, mechanical workshop, engineering workshop. So there I have seen, yeah, Siddhi has written machines. Yeah, correct, machines. So I have seen actually many of the machines. Actually, my college NIT Allahabad, it was one of the top four college in like NITs. You might have heard about IITs and NITs, and I have seen that all the machines there in our mechanical workshop, many of them were from Germany actually, like that. So Germany is very famous for machines. So now my next question, which is very important, is for what India is famous for. Yeah. So Rushita has written, Meenakshi has written, yeah, it is very famous for culture and values. And one interesting thing I will tell you now. If you will see that all the technology, all the machines, all the cars, all the watches, all these things are subordinate to culture and values. Why? Because if you have culture and values in your life, then all these things will make sense to you. What do I mean by saying it means it makes sense to you is that you can remain very happy when you have very good culture and values, and you can withstand in the forces of difficulties also in your life. So now many of you are from fifth class, many of you are from sixth class, many of you are from 10th class, 11th and 12th class. Now especially those, and I'm sure because all of us are students, so we get to see examinations every then and now. Maybe after 1 month, after 2 months, we get to see examinations. And there have been many cases where people becomes very frustrated, they becomes very morose because they cannot cope up with the pressure of examination. Especially nowadays, the syllabus is extremely vast, and you really have to study very nicely in order to score very good marks. So in that case, if we hold on to very good character, which comes from culture and values, so if we hold on to that, then we can really make a very powerful use of our time, like that. So we'll go to the next slide. All of us are very fortunate actually that we have taken birth in such a country where culture and tradition is topmost priority, and which can give happiness and success to anyone in their life. Now what do I mean by that? We'll see this again in yeah, someone is raising hand. May I request you, you can please write in chat box. Yeah, so now our time is almost done. It is 30 minutes done. So, but I will take your 5-10 minutes more to explain you a very, by your permission only, to explain you a very amazing story. And I'm sure you can relate to this story very much. So let me start. Once upon a time, there was a thief, and he was found stealing so many things. He used to steal pockets of people, he used to steal various gadgets of people, and then later on he started doing bank robberies actually. So he was already having record in our police, and police has caught him many times. Now this time he was found doing robbery in a bank, which is very dangerous, which is very severe actually. So now he's behind bars now. Now what happened, his mother, she came to the jail to see his son, and then uh, the people told that your son is going to hanged now. He is going to given death penalty now because of doing so many heinous activities in his life. So he said that I have one last wish, like we say in Hindi, na akhri ichha, like that. So he told, I have one last wish. So they asked, what is that? And then he told, I want to speak to my mother in her ear something. He want to speak in the ear of his mother something. So they allowed. They told anyway that is his mother only, so he cannot do any harm to her. So she was, the gates were open of the jail, and then he was allowed to come out and to talk to uh, his mother. Now, the moment he went near to the ear of his mother, he ate that ear with his teeth, and with such great strength that the ear of his mother came out. He grabbed with his teeth that ear, and he started crying so much that time. He said he started crying so severely. He was saying that, my dear mother, you see, when I used to steal small pencils and rubbers when I was a small child, that time you didn't stop me. You said, okay, in future he will get to learn. And now, while doing those small activities, now I'm suffering so much that now I'm going to receive a death penalty because of that. Why you didn't stop me that time? So basically, what he's telling, that, my dear mother, why you didn't give me very good values and character while I was a small child? Now I cannot do anything. Now my life is gone, like that. So I hope you understood the story, that how it is very important for us to go. So I'm just seeing from Akshay. Uh, yeah, Akshay is asking question that, sir, why he is to be hanged if he has done a small thing actually. So in this story, this person has not. He has started with small things, but later on he has gone to bank robbery and started killing people, like that. So he started doing very heinous activities later on, like that. So that is why he was given death penalty, like that. Obviously nowadays it's not given. Maybe the story is of some time back, like that. So now on the screen you are able to see benefits of value education. So now whatever we have discussed in the last 30 minutes, we'll see the gist of that, the summary of that. So what are the benefits of value education? So I have been speaking so much from last 30 minutes about value education, value education, value education. But what really benefits are of value education? Because until and unless we came to know of benefits, how it can help me in my life, then we cannot take to it very strongly. So right now you are able to see a tree here. So if someone becomes very pakka means he becomes very stringent and very fixed up in value education, then he can be very responsible. He can respect everyone. He can be very humble. Most importantly, he can be very happy in his life. He can get cooperation from all the people. He can be very tolerant. He can have simplicity, freedom, love, unity. So all these things. So now I told you all these things in a very brief thing, but I'm sure all of you understand all these things. They hold a great value in our life. So let me go on to the next slide. We have few more slides. So the PPT has got many more slides, but I will take few only. In your next session, you will get to hear many more things. Yeah, I again request all of you who are raising hands, they can just write in chat box. Yeah. So it is told that anyone who sticks to scriptures like Bhagavad Gita, Shrimad Bhagavatam, even Bible, Quran, all these holy scriptures, anyone who sticks to them, anyone who lives his life according to the scriptures, he can lead a very happy life. Now, I'll tell you again one small analogy. How many of you have seen a refrigerator? I'm sure all of you. Now, refrigerator, in order to, let's say there is some new technology which we have brought in refrigerator. Now, if you want to use the refrigerator very effectively, you should read the manual of the refrigerator. Like I remember recently I purchased one like earphones. You might have seen wireless earphones I have recently purchased. So I was not knowing how it operates. So I simply went to the manual. It was a small a template kind of thing, a manual. So I read it and I came to know everything, that what is the function of this button, how to pair those Bluetooth earphones, like that. And then I can use them very effectively. Similarly, this world and our life has manual of scriptures. Now the scriptures like Bhagavad Gita, Shrimad Bhagavatam, Bible, Quran, all of them, they are like a manual to our life. So anybody who lives his life according to the manual, he can live his life very effectively and being very happy in his life, like that. Yeah, so Rushika is writing the manual for us is scriptures. Yes, Rushika, correct. Yeah, and also Mahita is writing, value education gives a positive direction to the students to shape their future right. Then why? Yeah, correct. So she's writing, then why we should not get, we should know values. Why we should not letting to know values to others. Yeah, that is why we are doing this value education contest. So give me 2 more minutes. We'll come to a very interesting part of this value education contest. Yeah, Akshita is writing that whether we'll get all this. So Akshita, Siddhi, all of your questions will be answered shortly. Just give me 2 minutes. We'll start a very amazing thing that about this value education contest. So this is the same thing which I just explained you. If we live our life with a harmony with God and nature, then things will go very nicely. Like if someone smokes, so they get lung cancer. If someone drinks, their liver gets problem, like that. So all these things. Yeah. So it is saying the same thing which I have already explained you previously. Like if someone has got intelligence along with very good character, then he can become an asset to society. Otherwise, he will create a disturbance in society. Yeah. So here, this example of Pandavas and Kauravas, I already gave you how life is not always a bed of roses. Yes, friends. Second. Yes, friends. So it's the same thing actually that what I have told you. Yeah. So you might have seen many people commit suicide. Even big celebrities of Bollywood, they also commit suicide. Even the people who are very rich. Like recently, I heard one professor. Uh, he told in IIT Kanpur that in this lockdown period, everyone should be given value education, like that. Yeah. So thank you so much for your attention. I hope you understood that the need of values in our life. So now I'm going to tell you a very amazing thing that is regarding value education contest. So I will stop sharing and all of you can be focused here now. So thank you so much for your time and attention. But now I'm sure all of you have already registered for value education contest, and I have ready with me a copy of Bhagavad Gita. I think there is too much glare from this side. I have window, so there's too much glare. And so this copy of Bhagavad Gita and also your question bank, that is value education contest booklet. So I'll tell you very briefly about it also. All of you have already registered for value education contest, and I'm sure many of you might have got also your on kit of this Bhagavad Gita and the value education contest booklet. If not, be patient, you will surely receive it because we are sending it by courier, so you'll receive it in uh, time, in some time, like that. Yeah, like I can see so many comments in chat box that you have not received books, and okay, someone of you have received also, that's fine. Yeah, correct. Thank you so much. Or you might be having also already. So I'll tell you now this value education contest. So first of all, this booklet you are able to see, this is value education contest booklet. So in this booklet we have got around 100 MCQ questions. Now let's say I can show you also. Here I'm not sure whether how much you are able to see, but this booklet is a very amazing booklet where various principles from this amazing book Bhagavad Gita has been given so that we can apply it in our life very effectively. uh, like for example, I can read something for you. So here is one question. Let's say that from the above table, what we understand, the cause of lust is contemplation of sense objects. That is, if we put thoughts, then we can avoid the enemy of lust. It is said that garbage in and garbage out principle. This means if we see, hear, say bad things. So now based on this question, you have to solve few questions which follows it. Now in the bracket, you can see it is written BG 2.61. So now what does that mean? BG means Bhagavad Gita. B means Bhagavad, G for Gita. So BG means Bhagavad Gita. So now that means if you have to answer this question, then you have to go to Bhagavad Gita, to your own copy of Bhagavad Gita, which you will receive. And you have to go to that verse number. So BG refers to Bhagavad Gita and 2.61 refers to second chapter, 61st verse, like that. So I'll go to that. Let's say I'm opening the Bhagavad Gita. I'm going to the second chapter, 61 verse. So I'm here. It's okay. I'm not sure you're able to see. It's second chapter, 61 verse with me. So you can see the translation like in English, and then you can see the purport to it, like that. And then you can read the purport and you can read the translation, and you will get the answer of that question in this verse. So in that way, you need not to read the entire Bhagavad Gita, but you can just go to each question and the verse mentioned against that question, you can go and you can get the answer there. So likewise, you have to solve all the questions in this booklet. And to be very honest, this booklet is a great fun while solving actually. In fact, you will learn so many things with fun. It's a kind of edutainment, that is education plus entertainment together, like that. So it has got 100 MCQ questions, this booklet, that you have to solve, and you can very easily solve actually. But while solving, you will get to read many things from Bhagavad Gita, and you will get to learn also many things, like that. And I'm sure you might also be having some idea. Okay. Okay, many of you are writing some question. Yeah, so we'll take questions just after 5 minutes. You might be knowing also, it's a contest. It's not a competition kind of thing. It's a contest. So contest means you can learn with great fun. It's an open book test. You can have the booklet and Bhagavad Gita at your disposal at your home, and you can solve it as and when you like that. And you can easily do it actually. So I will tell you, those who will be scoring very nice marks in this, they will be given prizes actually. Like the first prize which we have selected is a laptop. All of you will be getting your own laptop as a first prize. Then second prize we have is anybody? Anurag, what is the second prize? Yeah, cycles, huh? Yeah, correct. So correct. So your second prize will be your own bicycle, and then third prize will be smart watches. Like I'm wearing one watch here, but it's not a smart watch. But you will get your smartwatch like that as a third prize. Apart of that, also you will get many consolation prizes. Like all of you, those who will be scoring very nice marks in this contest, you will be getting many consolation prize. Apart of that, also we have got many rewards also, and I think there is some app also from Navneet that also you will be getting. And a part of it, you will be getting an e-certificate that will reach to you through internet. It's an e-certificate like that. And along with that, you can keep attending these classes. Like today we have from 11 to 12 this class. Similarly, every Sunday we will have classes from 11 to 12. Now today we did the topic need for value education. Now today evening we are having the first session of this booklet, that is art of concentration. Art of concentration in the age of distraction, like that. So we are having one topic. This is a very amazing topic. In fact, that is the first topic of this booklet. Like this, we will try to cover all the topics in the time span of 45-50 minutes, like that. And in the end, you can ask some questions if you want. So I request all of you that you all can be like part of all these seminars. Every Sunday we will have for sure from 11 to 12, like that, where we'll be solving some topics from this booklet, and we'll try to complete all the topics of this value education contest booklet by 15th of August, like that. We'll try our best. And after that, you will have to give this test of value education contest. So now while you will solve this booklet with you with the help of Bhagavad Gita, and in the end, you will have an online test. Like many of you might have heard about IIT, AIEEE examination. like that. So thus, with a similar format or something like that, we are going to have a test. For that, you will receive your username and password 1 week before the examination. So that we will have around 15th of August, like that, your test. We will send the username and password to all of you before 1 week of the examination. And then you can be ready, and then you can give the test and achieve your prizes, like that.